Hello and welcome to Dad Got This, where we answer the tough questions like, can you make legitimate frozen drinks at home? Thanks to Ninja. And why don't you ever see an elephant hiding in a tree? That second one's easy, because they're really good at it. I've wanted one of these for so long, but they've been selling so fast that Ninja wasn't able to get me one. They were finally able to ship one out to me, and I am very happy. I didn't have to pay for this, and I don't have to send it back. You can factor that into however you want on my review of this unit. Let's open it up. Sometimes on these big units, it's easier to just cut the side and pull the box away. Instead of trying to shimmy that thing all up and out, it's always a pain. So I usually go with that method. Inside the box, we have the main unit and this little base and some paperwork. Give me a moment to review some paperwork. According to the instructions, I gotta take this thing apart and wash the washable parts. I'll do that, and then I'll show you which ones they were. Not too many parts to wash, and it's actually really easy to take apart. You have this auger piece. It just slides right over there, like that. You have this little condensation catch can, slides in like that. And then you have the whole main unit, which slides in like that. And then there's this handle that you pull back and you're ready to go. A couple of notes that I noticed while reading through the manual. I didn't know this, but you can't use diet stuff. No sugar-free stuff. I guess the drink has to have enough sugar content in it for the process to do the slushing and the icing. You don't add any ice to this. This is not a blender. This is not some sort of, margarita machine where it blends ice in the mix and does it. This takes whatever you put in it, converts it to pure slush and ice. That way you don't have any dilution, which is nice. So if you put soda in here, you're gonna get a pure soda slush, which is nice. It's different than just putting a bunch of soda and ice in a blender and blending it up and be like, I have a slush. Not really. You would have to freeze the soda completely and get it to blend, and it still wouldn't be kind of the same as a slush. This is like a legit slushie machine. It has multiple settings. It has a spiked slush setting where it detects the alcohol content and adjusts things based on that. You can't have too much or too little. It has a regular slush setting, which is for doing anything like sodas, any of that kind of stuff. It has a frappe setting for doing store-bought coffee frappes. It has a milkshake setting for dairy-based units. And then it has a frozen juice setting for naturally sweetened things like apple juices and fruit juices and that kind of stuff. It actually has minimum sugar requirements to make the unit work. 8 ounces, you need 8 grams of sugar. 12 ounces, you need 11 grams of sugar. And 20 ounces, you need 18 grams of sugar. It says if you're worried about things being too sweet, it says that frozen drinks are less sweet than their normally non-frozen one after they go through the process. I don't know what kind of magic that is, but it says it here in the book. The unit is super smart. It would actually detect if there's not enough sugar in the item that you put in, and it'll say low sugar. And at that point, you can add in sugar or a syrup or something like that to help up the content to get it to do its thing. And you can't add a sugar substitute to help that. The non-sugar sweeteners, they don't work. It doesn't work with the process that this uses. It's got multiple temperature settings, so you can make a more sippable frozen drink to more of a chunky, spoonable frozen drink. So it's got a lot of variation in it, which is kind of cool. So you can kind of tailor things to the way you like it. Are you looking for something that's more like the Slurpee you get at 7-Eleven, or are you looking for something more like a chunky, I don't know, like a blend of something? You can adjust. You do not want to put hot items in here. That's just not a good idea. You want to put cold items in here. Chill whatever you're going to put in here, pre-chill it. That way you're going to go faster to get your frozen drink. It says for the best experience, fill it to the 64-ounce max fill line, but you don't have to. You can make as little as 16 ounces in this at a time. And the Ninja Slushie will run for up to 12 hours, keeping your concoction slushy and cold and awesome for that whole 12 hours. All of those items that I took apart and I hand washed, you can actually wash them in the dishwasher. Just do not use a heated cycle. Some big no-nos. No ice. No hard ingredients. Don't put in like chunks of strawberries or stuff like that. Liquid. This is for liquids. You want to make sure that this unit is sitting upright for at least 2 hours before you use it. So if you don't know how it was stored when it got to you, or if maybe the box had been sitting on its side, it's kind of like a refrigerator. There's refrigerant in here, and it needs to be upright for at least 2 hours to work properly. So if you just got it and you want to break it out immediately, set it upright for at least 2 hours. It's got a rinse cycle that'll kind of rinse it and clean it without heats and stuff like that. But right now, I want to try to make something, and I want to try to make butterbeer. The kiddo's at school right now. She doesn't know we have this. So I'm going to fill this with a butterbeer recipe. And then when she gets home, she's going to be just freaked out because it's legitimately one of her favorite things in the world are slushes, butterbeer in particular. So I can't wait for her to be surprised by this. Now, if you don't want to make a butterbeer, there's all kinds of recipes in this book. There's also recipes online. I'm sure I'm going to be doing little shorts and videos with other recipes for it. So make sure you're subscribed. But let's get our butterbeer ingredients. To make butterbeer, you basically need cream soda and some butterscotch. I'm going to plug in my unit. You need a 3-prong extension cord if you're going to use an extension cord, because this is a 3-pronger. Okay. Now I'm going to mix some butterscotch in here. I don't know how much. We'll see how this tastes. And I want to mix this so we don't get any kind of clumpy, chunky stuff. There's about that much of the jar of butterscotch. Okay. Looks like we got a good mix there. We'll do a little more butterscotch. We got about almost half, a third of the jar. This is a 12.5-ounce jar. We are almost at our max fill line. Turn it on, and we are going to select slush. That's it. I don't know how long this is going to take. We'll find out. You want to try it? She has wanted this for like a long time. All right, here we go. Take your cup, put it there. It's like a Slurpee machine. All right, and now we're gonna take, because butterbeer has whipped cream on it, and a little bit of butterscotch. Just let it drip. Maybe get a bigger spoonful. We're gonna just kind of let it drip down. There you go. All right, you are the official first taster.
I'm so excited.
Does it taste like butterbeer? Yeah? Can I try? Oh yeah, it does.
Tastes like butterbeer.
Now, this is on the normal slushy setting. For me, I might want that little bit more icy, less liquidy. So now if we wanted to do that, we can go here and we can turn up the slushiness of it and make it less liquidy and a little bit more icy. It's all adjustable. I bought cold brew coffee. I bought strawberry lemonade. I bought, we've all kinds of fruit juices. So stay subscribed because we're gonna make a bunch of other stuff in here. What do you think?
Try it.
Yeah?
It's really good.
Should they get one of these? I think they should. This thing's awesome. I can't wait to do more with this. I guess we answered the question of, can you make an amazing slushie with the new Ninja machine? Yeah, you definitely can. Please do the like and subscribe. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. She loves butterbeer. If you really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Members get behind the scenes updates, early access to videos, shout outs, producer credits, all kinds of stuff. And it really helps support this channel. We appreciate it. I guess that only leaves one question to answer.
One.
Why don't the lions like to play poker in the safari? Because there's cheetahs there. Oh, I got a chuckle. I got a chuckle. All right. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes that aren't so bad because they get a chuckle, make amazing frozen drinks thanks to his Ninja Slushie, but
Dada nachos, that's it. Bye.
bye. This episode of Dad Got This was brought to you by our producers. Thank you very much.